Disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this episode are those of the GOAT, or the greatest of all titos, and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of all titos or uncles around the world. Possibly a few, but definitely not all.
So I finally got my lights working. I think I just need to have them resoldered again kasi natanggal na natin siya before eh. And now medyo loose. Alam mo yung mga tipong push mo ng konti, hila mas umiilaw na. So I'm just gonna ask help from my nephew to have it resoldered. Mga gagawa mo pag mura lang yung equipment eh. That's okay. So, now that pakonti-konti na siyang nagiging medyo common dito sa Pilipinas, parang I would like to talk about electric vehicles and that meron palang iba-ibang klase. I just found out. I initially thought there were like two kinds, but there are a total of 4 types of electric vehicles. So yung isa sa mga pinakaunang electric vehicles ay tinatawag nilang hybrid EVs, which are basically a combination of like an ICE or an internal combustion engine na meron din electric motor. So the capacity of the internal combustion engine is small lang. It's not like you can go far with just that. The idea is for normal city driving within a small area lang, sa loob ng village, or like in the case of Punes, Parañaque, either sa Better Living or sa loob ng BF, it will be using the gasoline engine. Pag medyo mahabaan na at matagalan na, it will then kick into the electric motor, which is powered by the battery. Pero meron pang ibang klaseng hybrid. Meron naman silang tipong hybrid tulad ng Nissan Power Kicks, wherein the engine is only there to charge the battery and the electric motor. So bali ang nagpapaandar sa kotse is the electric motor with the battery. And the engine is there, like what I said, is there. It's running there basically in the background, charging the battery. So for the case of like si Nissan, yung kotse nila, yung kanilang kicks, it doesn't really take much to charge the battery. So in essence, like in a full tank of gas, according to them, you could last an entire month. If you're like driving every day, bahay to office, you could last an entire month or a little more kung mautak ka with a full tank of gas. And this is not even tulad ng mga standard na tangke ng kotse na 70 liters, even much smaller than that. So in essence, mas nakakatipid siya. Now, another type of EV or electric vehicles that is slowly coming out na rin, yung tinatawag nilang plug-in HEV or the plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. Yun naman, similar to the HEV, meron siyang external outlet wherein you could plug directly into the car. So hindi na siya yung tipong the car is not anymore that reliant on the engine to power it. Pwede pa rin. It also does what they also call regenerative braking, wherein pag umaandar yung sasakyan, tapos pag nag-brake ka, provided that feature is turned on, pag bumabagal ka, nagbe-brake ka, that braking power actually gives energy back to the battery. Another type of EV that is there pero hindi siya ganun kadami pa is what they call the fuel cell EV. So it is yung engine niya is being powered by by hydrogen battery or hydrogen motor. So it's either may battery siya or meron siyang reservoir. So imbes na gasolina, hydrogen naman. Which because of that, tas with the combination of water, tapos yung mga there's a video out there that explains the FCEV better. But from what I understand is that it converts hydrogen, para isi-split yung hydrogen into electrons and something else. The something else will be converted to water tapon siya ganyan. The electrons then get absorbed by the current which charges the battery. So, FCEV, iba. Pero hindi ganun karami pa dito sa Pilipinas. And last but not the least, yung talagang pinakasikat of them all, na pinasikat ni Mr. Elon Musk, yung tinatawag nilang BEV or Battery Electric Vehicle. Ito naman, 100% battery lang siya. And the only way to go is plug in, of course. Kasi nga, wala nang ibang way na makakuha ng power yun. With the current setup here in the Philippines, among the 4 types of EVs that are out there, siguro ang isa sa pinakagusto mo would be the hybrid ones. Either the plug-in hybrid or the non-plug-in hybrid. Bakit? Kasi mas maraming gasoline station dito. The power, the battery, the battery charging infrastructure is not that set up yet for you to be comfortable to do road trips with an EV or with a battery EV. Mas malala pa pag yung fuels na kasi mahirap lang ang pagkukuhaan ng hydrogen for that. So if you are in the market for your next car and gusto mo medyo environmentally safe ka, tsaka environmentally conscious, go with a PHEV or an HEV. So for the 4 types of EVs that I mentioned, like I said, meron na mga types na you could already get now. So let's start from the regular hybrid, yung hindi sa disaksak. The models, the types of cars that you could get right now with the HEVs. Alam ko Geely has that, the Geely Azkara and the Okavango. The Nissan Power E-Kicks and yung Toyota Zenix. It used to be called the Innova, but it's now renamed as the Zenix EV or hybrid. For the plug-in EVs naman, wherein yung nga pwede masaksakan, tapos meron pa rin internal combustion engine, I only found one. I'm sure there are a lot more, pero yung sikat na is the Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV. And sa FCEV or the fuel cell EV, again, hindi ganun karami mga sasakyan na merong ganung klaseng feature. But what I found was the BMW X5 FCEV. Now, yung pinakasikat, yung sinasabi kong battery EV, off the top of my head, may 4 akong maisip. And it's because mga nakikita, napapanood ko siya. Napapanood ko kay Phil Coche, napapanood ko kay Auto Deal PH, and syempre, pinakasikat natin si Atoy Customs. The 4 types that you would see right now, that you could get right now kung gusto mo na battery EV, you have the Hyundai Ioniq 6, the Kia EV5, the Wuling Game Boy, and the Wuling Macaron. In a perfect world, maganda sana ang BEV kasi wala nang gasolina. You can just set up a charging station at home. And tapos naka-solar ka. Diba napa-perfect scenario yun. Naka-solar power ka tapos doon nag-charge yung BEV mo. Pero for the current situation here in the Philippines, your best bet is to get either a plug-in hybrid or a hybrid EV. Bakit gusto i-consider ang plug-in hybrid? Kasi sa SM, sa mga maraming malls, meron kang dedicated parking spot pag naka-EV ka. Siyempre, pag naka-hybrid ka lang, hindi mo mapapatunay na, hindi, EV yan. Kasi walang port. Pero at least, pag meron ka, you can park right in front. Like sa SM malls. And so, what would be your next car? Would you consider getting an EV? If money is not an object. Alam po natin na napakamahal pa ng EV. Alam mo, may lumabas na soon. That's it. Catch you on tomorrow's video. Bye.